Hey everybody, Asher here, and it is time for more Starsector, where you can see Gream is shining very brightly, and we have, in fact, been doing a little bit of fighting at Hantu Raya, where I got a friendly reminder that I actually need to fix the colony administrator and the administrator there. It should be an AI core. You see I have no other administrators sitting and waiting, so that is something that'll need to be done. If I need to get another alpha core for that later, it'll be fine. I think I have a few spares. But we'll figure that out, because right now we've been doing some fighting. I didn't actually take a look at the combat logs last time, so we'll do that here real quick, just to see, because Foppery and Wim, Foppery and Fopperied somebody else. Less Wim, more Fopping. Oh, that's awkward. Debt Runner also doing good. If you remember, this fight was a lot of things getting in the face of the enemy early, because it says it's Legio, but this does not look like a Legio fleet. They hired some other people here, and then we have Wingless Pigeon doing the thing with Tyrannicus Sanctus. So, all in all, very good show. I love the stars below, a Lamprey going and just murdering things with a light assault gun and a spike driver. Remember that some of this was from ships that were not actually in our fleet. So that's pretty exciting to see that the AI is not totally losing it, but Karkataka was where we were originally getting invaded, and as far as I know, if there's another fleet to find here, because they sent 3 fleets, it's very likely going to be down there unless bad things happen. Ooh, apologies for the bodily functions. But yeah, there's a lot of stuff down there. Really, kitty time getting damaged. Like, of all the things, apparently not that damaged. It's fine. So what's down here? We have a whole bunch of scrap, and we have, now that looks like a Legio fleet, and they are engaged in battle with Karkataka Station, which we did actually have together here, so we can fight. And you bet your butt we're going to join the battle here. You can see their combat readiness is already down. I'm very curious about what kind of ship that is. Okay, that's a mitigator, apparently. And then a bunch of little stuff. Okay, it's not that little, but I think we can definitely do this. So let's go ahead and not transfer command. We're just going to drop in here. And I'm curious about how many points I have to play with, considering the station's already here. And there we go. You can see, once again, we have the Domres Eagle that's in here. We have some of the other ships kind of floating in here. We're going to bring in the Sanctus here first, because this is kind of a defense thing. I do need to first off change the name of this ship. We'll get there later. I did get a note that I should switch officers, because right now that one's wasting away a little bit, and that may be true, but I forgot to do that, and instead we're here. We're going to bring you guys in here. Let's bring the Snowstorm in here as well. So we're going to bring a few things to kind of walk it up first, and we're going to do what everybody's been begging me to do the whole series, which is just some staggered deployment. We get our slower ships out here first, and they're going to have a grand old time. And we're going to go ahead and just say, you guys over here, you guys over here. Keep it very simple. So simple I didn't even select them. All right, so just like that, it's so easy, and all you gotta do is just press G, and then we're gonna bring in a bunch of the little guys, but not Kitty Time, because Kitty Time tripped on an asteroid. Now, part of the fun with that is, if you're familiar with asteroids in space versus asteroids in fiction, the chop plots and the navigating and everything that NASA does and the other space agencies do for exploring space beyond the asteroid belt, we actually don't account for the locations of individual asteroids, tiny asteroids. That's because in space, these things are spread so far apart that the chance of actually slamming something into one of them is very, very, very low. Certainly not enough to complicate a mission that would otherwise cost millions of dollars. So we're thinking about here that Kitty Time used all that talent to just hit one asteroid in an asteroid belt around a planet. You gotta look at where you're going here. But here's the ships. You can see we got fast ships, slow ships, in between ships. I promise I will at least try to remember to work with the new pilot here. But yeah, this is This, okay, first off, that was not what I expected to have happen to that shot. I was really proud of how I lined that shot up. Now we're just going to have to actually steal somebody else's kill. There we go. Oh, chain reaction. Fantastic. Also, I love this space station. Its weapons are terrifying, and that is definitely good to me. Although I gotta watch out because it looks like we have some weird shit kind of floating here. Oh, nailed him. And we have some happy little missiles up here. And then I have a lamprey just sitting on my 6. That's I'm gonna blame for that shot missing. And then, yeah. Shouldn't be too much more to this fight. In fact, I am gonna just go ahead and speed it up for a bit. Let's get to the meat and taters here, because it looks like, you know, okay, we're at the meat and taters now. We have, let's look over here. We have their main line of engagement, including who can we rely on to die? It's the Fimbulwinter. Again, Fimbulwinter, follow this thing, please. Although you're already flexing out, so that may not work very well. Okay, you guys are over here. Where's the Sanctus? Sanctus is not quite in the front yet, but it's about to be. That can anchor the line pretty well. So we don't need to double time right now. We just need to start sweeping in from the other side here. And remember that we actually have a space station. We don't need to chase the enemy outside of the range of our space station. Although I'm very curious about what those missiles are and why they look like they're leaving little puffs of smoke. I should read into that a little bit. Because once again, we have space garbage just flying all over the place. I love it. And our ships are really, really pretty damn strong. Unfortunately, it looks like we had you escort the wrong ship because you're still in danger. You know what? Let's just have you direct retreat. That's probably better. And let's have you try to go in big. So hopefully you don't get reapered. I kind of want to stay out of your way. I kind of don't want to have a Stalker hit so hard. So let's do some covering fire. That's good. And then hopefully our buddies here can save the day. We are now not making good use of the space station here. I almost just want to take over that ship. Because right now this is exactly what I've been fearing in the comments section and fearing on the Discord, is situations like this where suddenly one of our big ships is just sitting in the back line saying, "Witness my power," and then not actually doing anything. And I don't know what else to do. How do I get you to move? How do we control this short of just actually taking command? Let's take command. Can I do that? Is it even wise for me to do that? I don't know. We have our thermal pulse cannon. We're right here. We're moving the bus really slowly, and there's a bunch of shit in the way. Who's flying my ship? Okay, so now we're just ramming friends. This was the concern, wasn't it? That the Sanctus is just gonna not be able to fire. Let's get a little bit closer. All right. We're trying here. We are really trying. So there's our auto fire boomsticks. Vulcan cannon. See, I let the computer do these things so that I don't have to worry about it. There we go. So like when we can fire shit goes really well. We're just really slow. Alright, let's transfer command back to here. Tony's gonna be like, did you just come here for 5 seconds? Just to micromanage. That's like the sign of a terrible boss. Boop! Of course, I'm not a terrible boss. If I were a terrible boss as a faction leader, no one would be laughing at my jokes. Right? Okay, that should do it. Love how the frame rate is suddenly just much better here. Okay. Should be able to do this here. Although this thing... Oh, there's 2 ships here. Okay, well... See, I thought this thing was dead. Turns out it's only mostly dead, which means it's somewhat alive. And now we have a venture that I always want to call a vulture up here. And now it's dead. Did we kill them? Yes, we did. Alright, so who's left? And we did actually have 2 retreats here. We did lose Black Swan for some reason. I don't even know who's left, so we're just gonna... We can self-repair here anyway. So let's just send some shit and see what we do, because our patrols will sweep and take care of the rest of this. So we want to get you back. We're going to keep a trophy for this, obviously. I don't see much else that we need to grab, though. So there we go. Legio doesn't like us very much, it turns out. I wonder why. Okay. So, not enough crew. The invasion failed. We got another bounty from the hegemony. It's fun. We're going to go ahead and scroll down, scroll down, scroll down. Mothball. Cool. We live to fight another day, and we still have some money in the bank. Let's repair ships. Manage the colony. Now, I do have some stuff sitting in storage in some place. Like these resource stockpiles, I'd have to pay for. These, I don't. Like these marines sitting in storage, I could totally just grab them now. That's going to increase my monthly bill by quite a bit, but I could totally grab them now. We'll grab 100 of these. And I think we'll grab 1,400. We can't do 1,400 that way. Because I think we may have some invading to do on the menu here before too long. Also, I want to look at the colony info again here. So we have an orbital station with an alpha core. I technically should be able to uninstall that with no consequences. So we'll put a beta core in there instead. Because I just want to make sure that we don't screw up Hantu Raya. The thing that becomes a problem is when you try to take the alpha core out from an administrative session here. So we win, and we should have won. And look who's the winner. Karkataka Station. Named the Empanada. That's not what it's called. But Snowstorm doing good. Like I said, you want Tony in there faster. And Tony didn't get in there until the end. But the Sanctus, when it gets to fire, it's going to fire a lot. And I suddenly forgot what game I was playing because I was trying to do WSAD controls. And that's not what we want to do here. So we have one of these. It's a free recovery. Yes, please. We have a bear heavy platform, a shepherd drone, a mobile armor. So those are salvagers. Are they going for the bear? Consider ship recovery. I'm gonna dump it. I didn't do too well with the bear last time, and I think one of the issues with the bear is that it just doesn't fit my fleet profile as much, but I do think it's a good ship in the right in the right setting. So look, we are literally forging from our own. Is that a okay, Bronco destroyer? I thought that said broccoli destroyer. It's like that's a joke. Yes, I will recover. These are all standard recoveries. That's awesome. And then we get even more crap. And what are you? A Noctigeds. I can't recover it if I don't know how to pronounce it. That's actually incorrect. I can totally recover this. So look, it's free, and this is why we have these things in the fleet profile. So it's just why spend the money building these yourself when the game can just build it for you. So the Lightbringer battle cruiser, it's a good ship. We will consider recovery. It only has 1 DMod. I would be recovering this even if it was the story point. That ship is just so good. All right, so we're going to mothball all these. We're going to auto-equip these. I think these destroyers are good. I'd love to have some other, like, little ships in here, but it's fine. So we're just going to do some auto-fitting goodness here. And while I'm thinking about it, I definitely need to look at my officer situation one more time. So let's do that now. The question that I got was that if we look at Jack Aubrey, he has energy weapon mastery. This boat, ballistic, ballistic, ballistic. So we're not getting the most out of the energy weapon mastery here. However, if we look at something like the Grim Breamer, we have Makokolo on it. That's good. I mean, that's a ballistic weapon too. The problem is that a lot of what I have are ballistics. Even like right here, it's like, ooh, tactical laser. It just is what it is. Are these energy weapons? There we go. So we'll put Aubrey on this, because these ships are still very good, and I think it's time for this ship that I still need to redesign at some point. I think this may be time to move up Bobby B, because we do have ballistic mastery on him. And polarized armor, which is even more fun with the extra armor plates, I tell myself. I actually haven't tested to see if it's true. By the way, who called the Star Skipper saying that it will have all the demods until time immemorial? Because you're totally right. Alright. So let's make sure we didn't leave any scraps. Salvage. We lost something. So we have mercenary patrols. Everybody's really happy to see us here. We have a dram. Not much else. Let's go to Hantu Raya before we forget. And there's Shadow Yards hiding in the shadows. There's a joke there. Oop, wrong place. So, manage the colony. You know what's fun about being in charge of a colony here is we have Weather Manipulator, M-Brain, Oscillator. And totally just put this on here and it'll be an improvement. So we're still building this. We have Light Industry queued. We have such a massive demand. That's not going to get met, but it's okay. We could probably sell one of these for money. We're not... Well, you know, we'll keep it because we may end up needing to. Depending on what we do with our other stuff here. I'm going to check the comm directory. I'm not going for the unsanctioned bounty board right now because I still am a little bit concerned about crashes. So did I just... I think I just salvaged for nothing. That's fun. So Kingfisher. Okay, that debris field just disappeared. And we have somebody up here that's defending our comm relay. So I totally just missed my planet. That's fun. Alright, good thing we have a nav buoy as well. So we've defended ourselves, our homeland, our turf, from the evils of evilness. So if we request a fleet, mission... Okay, sends a relief fleet to address instability in the target market. Can only target markets not under player control. So if the origin is Hantu Raya, I'm curious. We can target Third Bog, right? Because it's not under our control. Let's do it from Hantu Raya. No, I just said let's do it from Hantu Raya. I meant let's do it from Hyethicene, which I still should know how to pronounce. Task Force strength of 400. We can't adjust that. So apparently we're sending a relief fleet. That's probably as good as I want to do here. I could take temporary control of autonomous colonies, but why bother? Okay. Ooh. Why do I have to be with the fucking Roy? I mean, how dare these Reuters sell cool ships? I could buy this. That's fun. I could buy this. That's fun. It's good to know. Oh, wow. Apparently I get all the weird ships here. But we can make some good stuff. We've definitely found some good stuff. We have a lot of things that are just sitting in storage. And that's okay. So let's go ahead and drop you off. Drop you off. Drop you off. Is that my third one that I have? I feel like I should use the sort button, or I should just do my homework and make sure that everything is organized. Because it's totally not organized. But we're here anyway. So... Alright. Manage the colony. Storage again. First off, we didn't have Amor Alpha Core, so I needed to do that. One of the big issues that's coming up is that we are going to have a bunch of... We're gonna need some more heavy armaments. Probably don't need this many. Okay. Let's go ahead and get all these. Just try and get as much supplies as possible. We still have a conquest mission for 23 days. I wonder if that means we have to actually finish the siege in 23 days. That'd be a little bit of a problem. I could just try to smash and grab, though. Because if we're going to kneecap the hegemony, it's probably time to do it sooner rather than later. Or we can see what the core worlds get us. The other alternative, though, and I just hit Q on a wrong screen and saw a weird flash in the background, is that we do have our fleet. It's a really big fleet. We can make it over to Sealy, or Seal, or... I'm still not pronouncing it right. Y'all have told me so many times how to pronounce it, and I'm just failing you all at this point. Now, I swear to everything up, down, left, and right that I built some tankers here. But looking at my ship build storage, I'm not seeing them here. I'll do one more survey through to see, but I think I may need to do some more custom production here. We have the Genesis that is still building, and that's going to take some cash. I love that our capacity is huge, though. So, yeah. I guess we may have some money makers on the way. Yeah. I mean, we're down here. We got 37 days. Legio wants us to beat up these people. That does include a maelstrom. It's kind of like that other bounty before. And a black hole system, so we know it's there. The hegemony want us to beat up these people. That includes the tyrants. See, these are all fights that we should just be able to do. And if I can get a few resources together, I can get enough fuel to do the jump the rest of the way in the core worlds. I think that's going to be a better goal. We have all these things that we'll need to do to kind of do the last snip on some of the factions that are acting up. Let's take a look at those factions. Now, Brighton, we need to punch them again, but they're irrelevant. The Cabal, I just haven't done enough in the last few series to really be friends with them. Diable is a question mark. They may get booted just from association with the hegemony and Legio. HMI's got to go. Kingdom of Terra, I feel a little bad about, but they've got to go. Legio is our biggest competitor. The Persian League out. Ludic Path, you can't really stamp out the Ludic Path, so we're just going to have to try to control them. Their Psi Nation is kind of an unknown at this point. The Dictat actually has not been stirring up that much shit, so same with Tri-Attack, has not been stirring up that shit. And the Vic, we're hostile with them right now. There is a path where maybe it doesn't have to be that way. So let's kind of calling our shot here. Let's go to... Where's my bounties at? Like, these are both in the core worlds here. Near a barren bombarded world in a system with a brown primary star in the Sassine place. The red primary star. Oh man, you know how much it sucks to look for a brown dwarf in this constellation? See, it's part of the problems is that I'm just looking at star colors. And maybe there's a better way to do this, like Limpo. That's probably where one of them is, to be honest. But like some of these other things look the same. Like Nyx is a brown dwarf system. We kind of need to go here too. Well, we know what's here. And we'll still have enough fuel to get back to Nyx. So let's not waste any time. We came home. Huh. Okay. So it's war. It's war then. Okay. Don't know why you're running from my fleet. I'd never do anything to hurt the Ludic Church. And we have like a bunch of pings down there. We'll see how it goes. What are you? That's inconsequential. Rebellion in Third Bog in preparation. Good time for the relief fleet. We have 1 money. just 1 money. Have we not done any building here on the thing? Okay, so that does count. We just don't have like a total number here. So this is all the more reason for us to go and try to get things here. Now, technically, my beacon's off. I could totally get all of this shit, but they traded with us. They came all the way out here to trade with us. I'd hate to be a bad house guest when they're not the ones that hired another fleet to come after us. But yes, we're down to 1 money. Never would have seen that coming, anybody who's watched this series for 78 episodes. Okay, strike mission. Interesting, okay. And we have another rebellion. We e-burned too early through the slipstream, but it's fine. I probably should have gotten more supplies before we left, but it's okay. Like I said, we knew the money situation would be a little tight while we built the Genesis ship. But that's all the more reason for us. Did I actually tag the gate here? I really hope I did. I did, good. Because once we dust off what's here, then we should be able to use the gates wherever, which means we can really just have to go to bed in New Biscay and pop back over here and we're home. And then we can start playing the gate game and moving around stuff in a hurry instead of doing all this plebeian hyperspace flying through the thunder clouds in space. And even though I am pressing my don't go fast button, I'm getting shoved by stuff anyway. That's annoying. Okay, so we delivered aid, but it's a little late. So hopefully the rebels don't just say, "You delivered us tea, let's dump it into the bog." What happened to first and second bog? We don't know. Okay, so cryo revival facility is open. That's fun. Okay. We're good. Like I said, we're just out here to punch some people and make a little bit of cash now. And hopefully not run out of time on these bounties. 14 days, 24 days, 35 days. So we routed this correctly. Alright. Azure world in a black hole system. So we should know exactly where to drop off here. There we go. So take the Newton 3. Okay, we failed the conquest mission. It's good to know that we probably would have failed it anyway. And then that's a lot of updates. It's almost like we're near a comm beacon all of a sudden. All right. Okay. Things I probably could have edited for brevity here, but this is where we're at in the series. There was somebody here. They're hiding. It's an unknown fleet. It's actually 2 pips of aggression here. We did successfully raid somebody, so that's exciting. Alright, so they've got some good ships. Hey, Phobos, what's up? We're just going to move in to engage. They have good top speed, Good weapon durability. That's a little bit annoying. We need to bring out the big guns. And we're just gonna try to send the Sanctus like immediately out. So you know what we do? Let's just give these ships a second to like get in position. So the Sanctus can like go right here. And Foppery and Wem can probably follow it. And I'm going to try to have you follow the Star Eater. So that's exciting. And once again, what game am I playing where I am trying to control this ship incorrectly? Wow. Okay. Pressing and holding shift does the cursor aim. Kind of knew this from before. Okay. So we have a few more ships available to us. We just want some faster ships here. Let's bring in the little guys. All right, anybody else pretty good for 6? Yeah, we'll bring in Du Jour. All right, so let's get you a medium escort. Let's get you a medium escort, and then we'll kind of figure out where everybody else is going here in just a minute. Except for you guys, as I'm burning command points with a passion now. Because we do need to take that point, might as well. And once again, just attempting some staggered deployment strats. It's early enough in combat that we should be able to recover these points okay. It's like Adult Swim here at this point. All the little kids have to wait while everyone else is sitting in the pool. Really? Okay. That's exciting. Oh, look at you getting destroyed by a giant battle cruiser. So where is their main fleet coming from? Where'd you come from? Where'd you go? So we've kind of got them spread out, which is okay. Let's bring you guys over to the left here. And then I kind of don't mind you holding that line. So let's bring you all over here and see if we can funnel this in just a touch. So see, look, we're taking the bacon. All right. Oh, hot fury. Okay. We lost the beacon. But we'll get it back, as there's some very scary sounding missiles firing all of a sudden. Just those Diable guns are just so fantastic. I remember the first time I encountered those in the wild endgame. It was fighting a space station. It was completely destroying my fleet. By the way, here's a Maelstrom, one of my favorite ships in the game. Oh my god, get over here and fight that Maelstrom. Here's the thing. It's a really good ship. It can turn on a dime, literally. Its micro missiles tear up the shit out of everything. You're holding this side of the line okay, although I'm definitely want to be clear here that this could get worse before it gets better, just based off of the fact that they're clumped in. But we're trying to pincer attack them on multiple sides. Foppery and Wem is not as close as I'd like, so let's see if we can have you go in there as well. And we are 1v1ing one of the strongest ships in the game. There is a bigger version of the Maelstrom. I like the Maelstrom better. It has a fucking flamethrower. Okay. And now here we go. The Sanctus is having a little bit of problems because we have the Electronic Donic piloted by a remnant officer not entirely giving Tony an open shot. So let's see what he can do here. I think our Wolfpack's going to be able to take this on, but I'd much rather have my big gun versus their big gun. But All their big guns are lined up next to each other. Okay, let's not shoot my friend in the rear. We have all you guys over here. What happened to the Star Eater? Apparently you have just decided, Rock Forehead, to a solo. And it's so kind of crazy that I can't even get the words out. So that's fine. We'll take on a dragon. That's another one of my favorite ships. In fact, you know what? We're just going to stay with our heavies. If this 40 deployment points is going to get this concerned with a few frigates and destroyers. Oh, I love it! Oh, the chain reaction explosions. You love to see it. Although, once again, one of the issues that we have is somebody standing in Tony's shot. But look at this. Donnick's just like, hey, Maelstrom. I got some news for you. Oh, wow. I thought I was aiming the correct direction here. Okay. So I don't want to take, like, front-on fire, but I'd like to point my little purple love cannon here in the right direction. So I had one plan for engagement, and the AI kind of decided to do something else. Did I just teleport my thing over here? So Donnick's getting fluxed. That's a problem. You are officially, like, banned for life from ever having any orders to follow. Although you're not dying, we can unleash these now. We don't have to tether anybody to anything now. We'll just try to drop you in the middle. Can we send you in the middle too? Because that would be... Once again, you're doing fine fighting shit, but wow. Everybody wants to do their own thing here as we get towards the closing episodes. Which is really weird to say because this series has been going on for quite some time. Somebody just tried to shoot like a star missile at me. And that's not great. Alright. Let's see if we can survive eventing here as we have... Now we have the same issue here, is that our heavies are all stacked up on each other. And don't get me wrong, they're doing good. I need to, like, get out of dodge right now. There we go. That's right, just show my backside over here. We're gonna totally wolfpack this shit. There we go. Look at that, Maelstrom, which I'm still a fan of, getting obliterated by the little guys. Alright. Let's get back to it. Just gotta watch my number of teleports. Oh, I thought I was gonna be clever with that shot. I was not. So my goal is just to flux the shit out of them. Preferably without getting chain gunned or anything here. Okay, we're getting all the rockets right now. Okay, somehow still not fluxing them out. Okay, there's all the rockets. And now nobody's helping me out. Who knew? Well, here comes our big ships actually taking on their shit. And yeah, we do have this. We could just do full assault at some point. For some reason, we're trying to defend stuff. I think one of the more important notes here is that outside of my ridiculousness of trying to take 11 combat points and put it up against about 60 combat points, is that we haven't lost anybody yet. So that's pretty good. Like I said, these are the fights that we should be winning. We'll just call these easy money. Oh, did I get him? I did not. Alright. Maybe now. Maybe not. I wonder if they're out of missiles. That's one reason I use some of the missiles that I use, is that we don't really run out of things too often here. And you see we have a Vanzer over there doing some work for us. anytime now. Okay, I will defend myself there saying I should have hit that and I missed. Couldn't hit the narrow side of a dragon. That's the word. And we're just gonna full assault this. It's just mop up time now. I'm very curious to see what the end results are here. Because like I said, this is supposed to be easy money, but technically it is a 2-star fleet. We have fought fleets with lower ratings that have given us more difficulty than this. And I think we're pretty much done here. I don't think they're gonna like reform or anything. Alright. So we win, and we didn't even use our full amount of strength. We'll send in the cleaning crew. I'll grab a Maelstrom. I think it is a good enough ship. Alright, did I not drop off weapons like I should have? That's my bad. You know what? Now that I think about it, I didn't even equip these things, so that's a big fail. We're just going to equip you all with literally found equipment. You got this, right? I totally meant to do this. This is totally intentional. We are doing a self-found run right now. Alright, so what else do we get? Some more shit? Alright. And if we haven't looked at this before, and we have looked at this before, but in case you haven't seen it before, I like the ship better because it doesn't feel as overpowered. Like, it doesn't have like a billion command points. The micro missiles that are built in are really nice. And it's just a really interesting boat. It kind of fits all the Diable stuff together. But for now, we're just going to hold it. And mothball it. Alright. What's next for our moneymaker? I think we try Nyx. Nyx is a brown dwarf system. And we got 30 days to find a with a brown primary star in the Sassine system. I think it's going to be one of these. Like, this is a brown dwarf. We may be able to find here if we go through like planets, stars, type. This is beyond unhelpful. Oh, gross. Okay, well, we're gonna bank on it being Nyx. Let's just say it's Nyx. Tumbleweed. I'm not gonna take it, but it's good to know that it's there. So we have plenty of repairs. I did gain a level. I'm gonna have to think about what I want to do with these levels. I'm kind of out of skill points other than things that affect myself here, and we're level 29. The cap is 30. IO plunder, you say? So where's your bounty? Back down here, actually not too far away from home. In Amity, Landel. Okay, so interestingly, we don't have like a bunch of people looking for revenge on us. Because we certainly have pissed some people off. Huh. I still think we go to Nyx first, but this is good to know that sometimes we just gotta chase the money. That's double bears and staples. I think that is a fight that we can run circles around the enemy. I almost want to do that one just because double bear, but we're gonna go to Nyx first. Oh my god, that's a lot of shit flying around everywhere. And just like that, look, monthly income. See, it wasn't so bad. Production report's done. And we have a Genesis planetary accretion device. So, here's our plan. Sorry for the clap here. We're going to finish up this next fight that we're doing, if it's Nyx. Hopefully it's Nyx. I do want to go to Sealy. It's true. Sele, Seali, whatever. But it's very important for the theme of this run that we get this accretion device up and running, or at least see what else we need to do. So Karkataka is where we need to go. That was another note I got on the Discord, that's where all of our freebies are going. So yeah, especially now that we put supplies in instead of ship components. We need to make sure that we have free supplies for days. I'll accept that from HMI. I wish I cared. I don't care. Because I have other things I want to do, which is going to involve going to Nyx. Because I think at the rate we're flying right now, and it's pretty damn slow, we're going to actually... Agnes! Oh no, Agnes getting beat up by the storm. I think what's going to end up happening is that we just don't... Oh, Hegemony fighting all my allies. We do need to deal with them. But we need to do it on our terms, not theirs. And Shadow Yards is still friendly with us. I hope we don't lose an alliance just based off of some stupid Nexerelin BS. So there's Nyx. Who's hanging around Nyx? Oh. We could try to knock them off. I don't think we want to. Well, let's see who's in here. Because there's no guarantee the fight's in Nyx. There's a lot of other brown dwarf systems. But we have a fleet up here, and it's near a barren bombarded world. Ugh, okay. We don't have a lot of time left. 3.5 days in the Nyx star system. Nailed it. Alright, get over here, y'all. It's unidentified scary Mora fleet. It's another pirate. It's Titan's fleet. And we are not even going to exchange pleasantries. They're a harmless fleet with worn-out targeting. Oh, boy. That's like the opposite of one of the things I had to fight before. Okay, so we're gonna bring some other ships out here. First, let's bring out the Star Skipper. I still think the Fopperian Whim is good to bring out. Yeah, we need some smaller ships for this one. Alright, so enjoy the clicky sounds. I still have not gotten a new mouse yet, so it's fun. Do we only want to bring out one of those? I think we want a second one. Okay, we can't squeeze the lamprey right now. It's fine. Okay. So we'll just kind of do it like this and see how it goes. So once again, I got to remember how to actually fly. But yeah, I think it's a pretty solid plan here. Once we get done here and we have a little bit more money in our pockets. Now that we are making profit every month, we are not as saddled to like, oh god, where's our next bounty going to come from? How are we eating dinner tonight? Why do I only have 4 significant figures in my bank account? Okay. We're just going to let them have that one. So they're really spread out. They went the opposite direction from us, so we're just gonna bring you guys up here. We'll let our wolf pack kind of not take this. You know what? Let's be a little stupidly aggressive here. Let's have you 3 hold on to this. Don't know why that brings my entire fleet over there though, but it's fun. So we have phase ships. We have is it a Shrike? It's a Sunder. Which is a pretty good hull from the default game. So let me not get myself killed right away before we have to fly the pigeonless wings. Is now look at all of us gathering around this place like we will take this and you will like it. As I'm 1v1ing another destroyer, and I don't know what launched my lasers like that, but oh wow, I think I actually missed that shot. I don't know what the camera was doing there, but alright. Maybe I'm just experiencing like some super vertigo or losing my mind. All of those are potentially correct. I'm taking some pretty bad damage. So yeah, oh my god, they sent a tyrant down to take that node. I was totally right to abandon that. In fact, we're going to abandon this too, and we are just going to go cancel this order, and we are going to go west on a cleanup. And you guys are going to go west over here, and you guys are going to have a grand old time over here. And we're just going to sweep the map. Nothing much to it. They want to split up their strongest ships and not bring them together. That's fine. That's just what the AI does sometimes. I love these bombers dropping their payloads. It's just amazing to think that how many little individual parts in this combat works so many times, and you just take it for granted. Like the whole fighter system. You have a fleet like this opponent fleet, this AI fleet, that has a bunch of carriers in it, and the game is just able to throw all this shit, all these missiles, all these carriers on the screen. It's just, I'm still impressed, and I've played this game for quite a few hours. Alright. So let's not totally die here, but we have other fighters coming in. Oh, that Mora, that thing can take a hit. That is like the brunt of my fleet actually firing on it. Like, it's just like, let's send everything. And then General Hugs is like, is it dead yet? I know a lot of people shit on the Star Wars prequels, and a lot of people shit on the Star Wars third series. And there's plenty of reasons to shit on them. But you still gotta accept that there's some good moments from the movies that stand out, even if the movies themselves aren't necessarily great. And I'm not a huge Star Wars guy anyway, let me be clear here. So, if we have somebody having a temper tantrum and trying to put a crater in the ground and doesn't actually kill somebody, spoiler alert, I guess. Oh boy. That was my own error. Then there you go. All right, while we're here, so everything's a mess now. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of this. So let's stop talking about movies that were released years ago now. Let's take a look down here. We have Open Fire. That's actually very exciting. We're actually about to engage in the next group of people. In fact, we are just going to bring you guys back down here. Make these guys give chase. Because these ships, okay, the Lampos or the Yowies, I think they are a little faster. Okay, well, they're definitely faster than the Moras, so we'll just make them chase us. That's fine. Let's get you all down here. And yeah, that's good enough. Just try not to get myself killed by a carrier. Because that would be embarrassing. Especially when we have the full major fleet, like, right here. Just going, so... Let's see if we can get in on this Tyrant action here. Tyrant is one of my favorite ships, and it's a little funny that I haven't been able to make use of one. Only a little funny. Right now, yep, there we go. As soon as I saw where I teleported, I was like, shit. But the Tyrant's like really good at like dropping a bunch of damage now, and that's why we have the Pigeonless Wings. Why bring in one when you can have two for twice the price? And we're going to transfer command, and we're going to have a grand old time. So, this is why we have a backup, and this is why you respect the Tyrant. The aggressor's good, the Tyrant is the aggressor on steroids. And maybe I should just get the neural uplink thing so that I can do these line changes very well. Hey, revenge is a dish best served with me pointing in the right direction. Alright. Did we, like, lose everybody all of a sudden? Because I really need this dead. And our fleet is officially a little bit confused. I guess that's fair. We hired a bunch of aggressive officers, and we're telling them to not be aggressive, but to fall back. That's a weird order, but here we are. We're just gonna do the thing where we take out somebody's engines. Oh, thank you! I was so worried that she was going to phase jump. But yeah, this is Pigeonless Wings is back at you. We're doing a lot of damage. I don't care if somebody else takes the kill. Revenge. That's how you beat up that guy, girl, it, spaceship. I don't have a good answer for what to call ships other than explodies, because I killed him. That's not even funny. It's not even a good dad joke. We just need to like mop up here. Preferably without me losing the pigeonless wings again, but hey, that worked out. Let's follow the Grim Beamer here. Also still a very good ship. We have a whole bunch of what I would call very good ships here. And then there's me, flying my... It's simple and effective, just point Project Casimir at things and watch it die. Idiot-proof is what you want to call it. Thankfully not getting friendly fire. There's an eagle. So you're dead. See if I can catch up with the eagle and get a shot in. Okay, there's one. Can we get another one? There we go. And then we're probably not taking you down unless I can really like do some weird phase, anti-phase tech that I just don't know how to do. Like, the thing, you beat phase ships by making them use all their flex, but that's not always easy. Yowie! That's what she said. Man, I am so lame today. That's great. Oh, wow. Okay, we're getting some stuttering again, but that was just from me pressing the map button right as the fight ended. So, we did lose a few ships, but it's alright. Everything's recoverable. We're not going to worry about our supply count, because we are near a place where we can siphon off a bunch of supplies, and they always have bonus supplies for us anyway. So, cool. We have 3,000 people. We're going to get our other troop ship here. Lindsay Dixon leveled up. We did complete this. We have 600,000 monies. If we look at the combat log for that one real quick, you're going to see that we've gotten in a lot of fights the past few episodes. And Makokolo scores a first place knockout. I do enjoy this ship. Finally got to get in there. I know Hypervelocity Driver is a vanilla weapon, and we should all be bored with vanilla weapons, but you shouldn't be because it's really good. The Star Eater, paper plate face guy who will forever not be the rock forehead, but actually just that face. I don't know. Darrow of Lycos doing some very good stuff at the beginning of the fight as well. And then the Peekaboo piloted by Inuyasha, I should write down how to pronounce that. I used to have the spreadsheet up in front of me, and then I just forgot to have it today, so it's fine. So, lots of winning. We gained another level. It's a good day. We can resupply at Nyx, and let's double tap this fleet. None of those are a tyrant, so that's a no. And we lost one crew, embarrassingly. Alright, well there we go. That'll do it for this one. This is Asher with Starsector. Next time, we're going to go hit some bounties that are over here, because they're kind of on the way, wherever the bounty button is. Because these are on the way, and we're going to go home, because if I haven't mentioned this before at Gream, we do have one asteroid belt in the system, and that's something that we can coalesce into a planet. And I do want to have one more planet in our system, because why have 4 when you can have 5, right? That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Leave your thoughts in the comments or come on over to the Discord. Always room for more. But thank you all again. I appreciate you all being here. Have a good rest of your day.